Hello and namaste. So now we have to start with the next unit 4, that is welding. So today we will cover up regarding introduction to welding. First of all, what is welding? So students, welding is a joining process. Till now we have studied regarding the various process such as casting, forging. All these comes under the primary manufacturing processes. Now we will be covering up welding. Welding is a secondary manufacturing processes. As you recall, primary manufacturing processes refers to the processes such as casting, forging. Secondary manufacturing processes are those processes which require a preformed blank which has been already prepared by a primary manufacturing process, and secondary manufacturing processes include welding or machining, riveting, etc. So now you have learned that welding is a joining process. Basically, it is a process for joining two similar or dissimilar metals or alloys with or without the application of pressure and with or without the use of filler material. Filler material, basically it is used in order to fill the joint or to fill the joint which is being found between the two base metals. The strength of the weld joint may be less than or more than the strength of the parent metal depending on the filler material used, base metals, etc. So basically we join by the use of heat, that is the fusion of metal, and we require the generation of heat. So this heat can be generated by the use of a gas, combustion of a gas, by the use of an electric arc, electric resistance, or by chemical reaction as we have thermit welding. Next is weldability. Weldability is defined as the property of metal which indicates the ease with which it can be welded with other dissimilar or similar metals. Now on what factors this weldability depends? It depends upon various factors like the metallurgical changes that occur due to welding, changes in the hardness in and around the weld, gas evolution, absorption, extent of oxidation, etc. So this is regarding the definition of welding and the definition of weldability. Now these are the some of the types of the weld joints commonly seen. Suppose we are joining two plates by welding. So we may have a lap joint, single lap joint, double lap joint. We have a butt joint, double V, single U, W. So these are the various types of the weld joint frequently encountered in various applications. Now next is the different types of the welding position. So as you know, depending on the application, we can weld in a flat, wise manner, horizontally, vertically, or overhead. Most commonly seen. Whereas the difficult one is overhead configuration. Now what are the advantages of welding? So moving further, after the weld joints, then welding positions. Next, the advantages of welding. So there are many advantages of welding. If we talk about the general welding equipment, it is not very costly. It can be portable also. It permits much considerable freedom in design. We can weld at the continuously as well as at through spots, as we have seen in the automobile sector, spot welding. Then the welding can also be mechanized. Then large number of metals and alloys, whereas similar and dissimilar, can be joined by welding. Then second point, the welding if properly controlled results in formation of permanent joints having strength equal or sometimes more than the base metals, as we discussed in the previous slides also. Then welding is economical and it's a much faster process as compared to other processes. So these are the various advantages of welding. Then moving on, we have the disadvantages of welding. So basically the main disadvantage is it results in the residual stresses and the distortion of the workpiece. Since the molten metal is freshly prepared and the melt or the joint, it solidifies with respect to the time, so it leads to the generation of the residual stresses. That is the main disadvantage of the welding. So if we need to further improve upon the properties or remove this, so the weld joint needs the stress relieving and the heat treatment. As also we have seen in the arc welding, gas welding, the welding gives out harmful radiations, light, fume, spatter. So we also use the protection equipments like the gloves, mask, face shield, etc. Then jigs and fixture may also be needed to hold and position the parts to be welded. Edge preparation of the welding jobs are required before the welding. Skilled welder is required for production of good welding, and the heat during the welding produces metallurgical changes, as the structure of the welded joint is not the same as that of the parent metal. So next, let us have some introduction regarding the weld metallurgy. So as you know that we are joining the two materials, this denotes the two materials to be joined. Imagine the two materials are separated initially by a vertical, and this vertical separates the two materials to the left to the right, and this represents the unaffected base metal. Basically you can also say the metal before the welding. Then what happens after the welding, whether it be fusion welding or solid state welding, pressure welding or whatever, suppose basically basically focusing on the fusion welding. So the melt will be formed and it solidifies with respect to the time, resulting in the formation of permanent weld joint. So what happens, this denotes the composite region, or you can say the filler material or the melt which has solidified. Then nearby this region is the region basically which is affected by the heat of the melt zone. Melt zone is liquid, but due to the heat of the melt zone, this region called as the heat affected zone is affected by the heat of the melt zone. What happens, the heat of the melt zone affects this region and it leads to the microscopic and metallurgical changes in the metallurgical changes. This is called as the heat affected zone. And lastly we are having the unaffected base metal. Thank you.